I think we're back. This area is horrible for phone service. We are en route to the flash flood emergency here in eastern Kentucky.
Flash flood warning affected area ahead. Proceed with
Not
caution.
a good situation here in the town of McKee and Sandgap. Multiple water rescues are ongoing. Homes are underwater. So we are en route. Whatever I can do, I can try to do it. I don't have much with me but, hands, but we are en route. Probably like 20 or so minutes, depending on how bad that the roads are to get there. But a very serious situation is unfolding in the town of McKee, Sandgap, Kentucky. Very serious situation. Heavy rain is expected to continue falling at least for another 2 hours. So it's not going to get any better, unfortunately. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I was laying in bed and watching reports come in of flooding in downtown McKee, Sandgap, and then I saw the flash flood emergency come out, and that got me going, because I really wasn't going to come out because I didn't really think it was going to be that bad, but yeah, there we go. Flash flood emergency coming through on our phone here now. Not a good situation up here. Just came through on the phone here. A flash flood warning is in effect for this area until 2:45. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. So not a good situation here, folks. Not good. Big time problems here in central and eastern Kentucky. And there's way too much traffic on this road than there should be right now. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're heading towards a flash flood emergency in the town of McKee and Sandgap, Kentucky. Very serious flooding ongoing up here. Not even sure if we're going to be able to get to town, to be honest. Heavy rain continues. Not a good situation here, folks. Not a good situation at all. Looks like they just put out a severe thunderstorm watch for western Kentucky. Service isn't the best out this way, guys, so I apologize ahead of time. It's got us going around, you can't go up to 421 and go in that way. It's got us going up Highway 578, so I'm not even sure if we'll make it into McKee or not. I could have made that past him, but we're turning soon. Not a good situation up here, guys. There's also a growing flood threat along the US 90 corridor, Highway 90 corridor from Monticello to Somerset, with a lot of rain behind that. Very heavy rain here. Don't know how long we're going to keep service, guys, but if you guys just stay on here, it'll come back eventually if it goes down. It's got us going the back roads out, so you can hear all the stuff flying in the back of the vehicle. I didn't get all the groceries out because I didn't expect to leave. But we're 10 miles from McKee right now, guys. So we're going to be going down through here, and we'll see if we'll make it or not. Just going to have to bear with me for service here, guys. Oh yeah, very high water under this bridge right here already, so this is about to be bad, I feel. It's already bad, of course, but we are in the town of Anvil. Okay. Another flash flood warning coming through on the phones. Flash flood emergency continues for the town of McKee and Sandgap. We're 9 miles out from McKee right now, so we're just trying to get there. You see all these fire departments we're passing by, volunteer fire departments. Their bays are open and the trucks are gone. That's because there's a mass response for emergency crews in the town of McKee and surrounding areas. There's a new flash flood alert coming out now. Flash flooding possibly catastrophic. Significant threatening flash flooding, yep. Significant and life-threatening flash flooding will continue into the evening hours for portions of central and southern Kentucky. Don't want to go too fast up this way because you don't know what you're about to run up on being this close to town. We are officially entering the flash flood emergency here now, as we're coming up highway, I don't even know what highway this is, I've lost it. Coming up highway 290 towards McKee. The roads in and around McKee are flooded, so I don't know if we'll even be able to make it anywhere close to McKee, but we're going to see here as we continue to get closer to town. We're about 7 miles outside of town right now, so if you hear all the stuff slinging around, I'm sorry. I didn't clean all the groceries out of the car because I didn't expect to leave today. Actually, here we are 7 miles from the town of McKee right now. Service is not the best out here, guys, like I said, so I apologize ahead of time. Oh, there's a big rollover wreck, it looks like. I don't know if that's recent or if that's new, but there's a big rollover wreck there. We're officially in the flash flood emergency area now, so we should start seeing some flooding here momentarily. You just have to stick with me. Like I said, the service is not going to be the best down this way, so if it goes down, just stay tuned. It will come back up. We do have Starlink and everything with us today, so there's a lot more flash flood going to be coming out here soon, FYI. Start slowing down. I don't like how we're going down a hill here. Alright, we're good for now. We're in the Daniel Boone National Forest. Significant live flash, threatening flash flooding is ongoing. Yeah, the water's almost to the bottom of this here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but oh yeah, big time flash flooding in their backyard. So we're definitely going into the area that's getting hit here. The water's to the edge of this little grassland right here. Flash flood emergency now. Again, flood emergency for the town of McKee and Sandgap. just tuned in, we're approaching a flash flood emergency area here in the town of McKee. Alright, we are now in the town of McKee here. Looks like the water may have started to go down. We'll go on up towards Sandgap. We'll go on over here real quick. It says the roadway's closed off to the left here. Oh yeah. How do we get down here to where this road's closed? Just go back out and go left, okay. The water's definitely receded here. Yeah, the water's down on McKee. It's no longer in the road, but it's still pretty daggone high here. The rain is light here. It's not as heavy as what it probably was earlier. The heaviest of the rain is off to our south and southwest. So we'll go on up to see where this road's closed at. Again, we're in the town of McKee, Kentucky, currently under a flash flood emergency. This, not long ago, had a very quick flash flood here, and you can see all the mud and debris left here on the roads. Very serious situation. It did get in buildings here. People were having to be rescued here in town. We're gonna go this way, but it says the road's closed on down this road here. Says the road's closed right up here after the store. Yeah, look at this. Wow. It is closed right here. I'm going to here in just a second. I don't like to impede when they're talking to people. I don't know what the people are talking about, or if it might be important. I don't want to impede that. So. Yep. They couldn't even get the wrecks down there. So right now they are literally just sitting here to block the road. He said there's other ways you could get around, but it's surrounded by or covered in trees and everything else. There's a way you can go down through. It looks Sand Lick Road, but it says it's closed there too. Going right down the creek, so I don't even think I'm gonna try it. Cannot get this camera to focus at all. Guess we'll go on down the road. Road's washing out. Rain is lightening up here in McKee. This is a good sign, but it is still raining. We're in McKee, Kentucky. Flash flood emergency. This is in McKee, Kentucky. All of these homes right here are surrounded by this water. Downtown just got hit really hard as well, but the water has went down here in downtown McKee. Right here's the library. Oh, this vehicle right here got flooded. Yeah, that vehicle definitely got flooded. Big, thick mud back here. I know you can see the water line on the wall right there from the water that came up into the library. Not good. Looks like a lot of vehicles here got flooded. More than likely a total loss of some vehicles here. Actually, a lot of vehicles, not just some. And this is the public library here in McKee. Downtown flooded very hard just moments ago. Here comes more emergency crews. Woodbine Fire Department.
Okay, alert.
Going back down Highway 421. Supposedly Highway 421 is closed on down this way, so service starts to go out, guys. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. Service here is just on a normal day not good, and Starlink doesn't like to push through clouds that great. I don't know if anything else is flooded down this way or not. I wonder if it is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just came from this way. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do a... go back to that spot and do an interview phoner. Give me 5 minutes and I can do a phoner with you if you want me to.
X alert.
Water still surrounding the, what is that, the courthouse? Looks like the courthouse. All right, guys, we're gonna do a live interview, so give me just a second. You're gonna hear me talking. Why is the towers down here? There we go. Yep, I hear you loud and clear. Yep, I hear you loud and clear. Yep, I can hear you. Yeah, so we are on the west side of McKee, Kentucky, right after you get through downtown. Water has went down here in the city of McKee, in downtown specifically. However, we're on just on the west side. We are actually as far as you can go on Highway 421 before it's shut down at Highway 89. They have the area shut down there. From what first responders just told me, I got out of the vehicle and spoke to some first responders. They're telling me that this is the worst flood that they have seen here in the town of McKee since the 80s. That it came up very quickly, that they couldn't even get their trucks to certain areas, that there is multiple boats currently out on this water past Highway 89 here, just on the outskirts of McKee, between McKee and Sandgap. We're currently sitting in front of a place called the Attic Thrift Store. Luckily, it looks like this building is a little bit lifted off the ground, so I don't think they saw much water in their building here. But there's also a church here just to my left that, well, they may have not gotten so lucky. Also, some areas in downtown, it is completely covered in mud all through town. The water has receded a little bit here in our flash flood emergency. Unfortunately, though, I don't think we're done. There's more storms that I've been watching that is coming out of Indiana and Illinois that's going to be tracking right back down this way. And unfortunately, if anybody in the mountains know any old folk tales, they'll tell you the same thing. If the water goes down, if it comes up to a significant level and goes down quick, it's going to come back up twice as quick. So unfortunately, I don't think we're done or anywhere close to being done with our flood threat here in southern and eastern Kentucky. No, I have not. Like I said, the roadway, I'm actually going to back out of where I'm at now, and I'm going to take you down to where the roadway is blocked off here. But I have not seen any water rescues. However, I have seen multiple surrounding area fire rescues that are in the area with boats that are coming in, lights and sirens. So I would if I had to guess, it's right past this roadblock on down ongoing. Like I said, right before the roadblock right here, you can, if you're still with the stream, water's completely over the roadways here, and a lot of wash off from okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have seen that. Like I said, I spoke to these guys here that are at the roadblock here. They say they have gotten multiple responses as far as Woodbine, Kentucky, London Fire Rescue Squad. There is multiple surrounding agencies here in the town of McKee up towards Sandgap. Like I said, they're telling me that this is the worst flood that they have seen since potentially the 80s, and there is still emergency crews coming into town right now on down Highway 421 as you approach the town of Sandgap. I'm on Highway 421 as far as you can go before you can get to Sandgap. Nope. Honestly, that sounds on the low side to me. So, from what I've seen, so I would not expect if that maybe just a tad bit bigger on the ground, because that was some very heavy rain that was coming down here in this area this morning. But luckily, the rain has died off now. It is barely a drizzle here in the town of McKee. So hopefully, the water rescues can come to an end, and water's going to come down and potentially get ready for the next wave. Potentially this afternoon. I know we're also watching a tornado threat in far southern Kentucky, but I don't think we're going to see much of a tornado threat in southern Kentucky. So it's a bounce back and forth scenario today between two systems that are going to be impacting the region. So it's a pretty significant day across Kentucky that, we were talking about some significant flooding that was possible, but, I didn't think it would be to this extent, but that's Kentucky weather for you. Yep, I am on 421 at the intersection of Highway 89. That is still where I'm at here. It's on up the road. Like I said, that has probably went down. Like I said, a lot of the water is quickly going down here, but hopefully that stays the case. But as of right now, the water is starting to go down, but still a very significant situation here in Jackson County. No problem. Okay, got that done. Yeah, the rain is significantly letting up now, but I can show you guys what we're looking at here. That is currently where we're at. We're in the flash flood emergency on the west side of McKee. As far as we can go up towards Sandgap, the rain is very, very dying off here. You can see that rain now. It's starting to come down just to a drizzle here. But like I was talking about with those guys, you can look to the west side of Louisville. Round 2 is beginning, and that is probably going to be more of a southern and central Kentucky threat through here. So we're definitely not done with the flooding here, as more rounds of rain are starting to and move towards our area. So this is probably going to be an ongoing threat all through the night, all through Kentucky. So and we saw a boat and an excavator go down Highway 421 during that interview. So sorry. Governor Andy Beshear has issued a state of emergency. Yeah, you can see the debris and stuff all around these cars. This is in downtown McKee, Kentucky. The manhole is spewing up over here. All those vehicles right there are flooded out. They're totaled probably. All right, we're gonna go back south. If you guys want to be a supporter of the channel, it's all in the pinned comments. It's much appreciated. We're in Jackson County, Kentucky under a flash flood emergency. We had catastrophic flooding here. Water's starting to go down. But there's a lot of damage here, a lot of vehicles that are totaled, a lot of buildings that got water inside of them. service may start to go out, but we're going towards another area that's reported as flooding. We're in Jackson County, Kentucky. You hear all the groceries slinging around? Service is probably going to go down here, heads up. It'll be come and go down this way. Yeah, I'm assuming the road's back open, so. assuming the road's back up and down through here, but okay, yeah. Alright guys, we're going to end the stream here. That's pretty much it. I'm going to head back south, and we're going to wait for this next round to move in, and we may come back live later if things get bad again. But as of now, the water is going down here in the town of McKee. There is some damage. There is a lot of vehicles that are totaled. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end the stream, and we'll keep you guys updated over on our Facebook page. Just search up 606 Storm Chasing and you'll find us. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next stream. It may be tonight, it may be a few days, but we'll let you know. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to be a supporter of the channel, it's all in the pinned comment. It helps us out with gas, food, and all that good stuff. So thanks guys. See you on the next one.